John Wanamaker is credited with saying, "Half the money I spend on advertising is wasted. The trouble is, I don't know which half." We've come a long way in measuring advertising effectiveness, but we still don't have a single theory of how it works. We have 7. 6 come from veteran strategist Paul Feldwick's book, The Anatomy of Humbug. You should read it. A 7th, signaling, comes from Rory Sutherland's book, Alchemy. You should read it too. Don't think of these theories like philosophical theories which contradict each other or are subject to spirited debates. Think of each theory of advertising as layers on a cake. Each theory adds to the truth of the next, and each one is important to the overall taste of the cake. But because the cake is so big, most ads are pieces of marketing content, often borrowed from just a few layers. We can only eat so much at a time. In the next series of videos, I'm going to show you a different theory of advertising. This video's topic? Spin.
Hello, I'm a Mac.
And I'm a PC. Old Spice and not a lady.
I run 17 miles every morning.
Great new idea. You want something better. Your Wendy's kind of people.
The most interesting man in the world.
Have you ever heard of halitosis? It means bad breath. But it was a really obscure word until Listerine made it a thing. There are times when advertising is trying to persuade you to adopt a point of view. For example, due to early research and a really good PR campaign, we all think red wine is good for us. We all think dark chocolate is good for us too. The research is still early, but that doesn't stop the PR campaign. Pork, because of its high amount of myoglobin, is considered a red meat, along with beef and other livestock. But as we became more health conscious, we started eating more white meats like fish and chicken. So the pork farmers rebranded their product, the other white meat, and sales grew 20% over the next 5 years. They can get away with it because in culinary tradition, pork is a white meat because it's lighter in color after being cooked. If you saw my earlier video on salience, I talk about how advertising serves to reinforce existing beliefs about the brand. But there are occasions when we can persuade the customer to change their mind.